Dad, what are you reading?
I'm reading a powerful and thought-provoking novel called Animal Farm by George Orwell.
Sounds like an interesting read. Are you planning to venture into farming, perhaps?
No, Simba. I'm not planning to pick up a pitchfork anytime soon. In fact, Animal Farm isn't really about farming in the traditional sense. It's more about power, propaganda, and how revolutions can go painstakingly wrong. The farm setting works really well as a metaphor, familiar and simple on the surface, but potent with meaning. The animals of Manor Farm revolted against their human farmer, Mr. Jones, in hopes of creating a society where they can have freedom, equality, and democracy. They renamed the farm Animal Farm and adopted policies to guide their new political reform, so to speak.
What led to the mistrust, manipulation, and betrayal which ultimately led to the collapse of the empire?
Over time, the pigs who assumed leadership became just as oppressive as the humans. Napoleon, a pig representing oppressed pigs, rose to power, manipulated language and laws, and used fear to control other animals. Napoleon and the pigs began living like humans, sleeping in beds, drinking alcohol, and making illegal tender deals with other farmers. Meanwhile, the other animals work harder than ever for less reward. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
The book is a powerful indictment of how revolutions, when corrupted by ambition and unchecked power, can end up echoing the very tyranny they set out to destroy. It's essentially warning us that power without accountability erodes ideals no matter how noble the beginning.
I'm glad you're beginning to understand how and why systems fail, Simba. The pigs carefully orchestrated an illusion of freedom for the animal kingdom, hiding their sinister motives behind poetic political speeches and polished promises disguised as visionary leadership. It's evident that the pigs were determined to ascend to a life of opulence, doing so at the expense of the poor and unsuspecting animals. Now liberation has been hijacked by greed, idealism, consumed by corruption. I truly understand the depth of saying power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Like pigs wallowing in their own filth, some leaders have turned their nations into pigsties, feeding on the very blood of their people. The tragedy isn't just betrayal, but the normalization of decay. A pig cannot rise above its sty when it refuses to clean itself.
Next time you hear pigs chanting,
Oink, oink,
loosely translated to mean viva, viva, remember, you're not the priority. Self-enrichment is not for you, not for us, but for them.
The most dangerous pigs aren't the ones wallowing in mud. They're the ones polished in suits, fluent in the language of land, better life for all and jobs. They hold press conferences, not pitchforks. They quote democracy while gutting its core.
Please like and follow for more inspiring content.